Okay, we made it.
Yes, I'm here.
Whew, okay, welcome everybody to the fourth race of the 2003 the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series. My name is Anthony McCurry and Mama Michael. Don't ask why we're having a puff, and just don't worry about it. Okay.
Yes, don't ask questions.
Okay. Very late flight. Just got back from Thornton. And long story short, had to make it.
Do not run 3 miles on airplane food.
Okay. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to the fourth race of the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series live here in Iowa. Okay, I don't even know how to think anymore. Anyway, 82 Jacob Lawler's on the pole. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Man, our intro.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our intro music already ended. This is the worst intro ever, but anyway.
They wouldn't hold it. They wouldn't hold the race for us, and we couldn't get a cab, so we had to run.
Yeah. We couldn't get any reserve commentator, but anyway, we're here in Iowa. It's under the lights. The first time that we've raced under the lights since we were at Daytona, which was only 3 races ago. So this is the first time we're under the lights since Daytona.
3 weeks.
3 weeks since
that sun is blinding me.
It is. They won't switch the camera angle, so we're stuck with this. But I guess that's the downside of being late to the race. But anywho, Jacob Lawler is on the pole, followed by the 13, and that's Mason Powers. Now, this race, coming into this race, it's the first time we're on a short track since the first race of the season, and people would say, well, Rockingham counts as a short track. Well, not by our standards, because short track is under a mile, not a mile and some odd distance. So, it's the first short track of the season. It's very much like Iowa when you think about it. Or not Iowa, but wow, that's where we're at. No, Rockingham, it's very much like Rockingham when you think about it. So, it's very, pretty much the same shape, except it's more of a D, but it's going to be pretty interesting. Michael, what are your thoughts?
I've seen races here at Iowa. It's pretty relentless, especially with people hitting a wall and stuff. But if these guys can keep it clean and not hit the wall and run a good race, we could see some good racing here.
Indeed, it is a short track. I wouldn't say it's the shortest track in the season that we're going to, because that would be Martinsville, but one of the shorter tracks. It's longer than Richmond, but shorter than Dover, if you can picture that for anyone who's not familiar with Iowa. But like I said, it's going to be a pretty interesting race. Bob Jones comes in as the points leader. We're going to go to your starting lineup really quick, and then we'll
Someone give me some water.
Yeah, that run, man. I'm not built for speed.
Neither am I.
But Jacob Lawler on the pole, followed by Mason Powers to his outside. Cole Daly, who actually jumped up quite a bit in the point standings last week. He was running dead last as of last week, but now he's worked his way up to, I believe, 39th. He's had terrible luck. He's been the center of controversy at Rockingham, but he finally found his mojo, getting I believe it was a second place finish at Texas, and now he rolls into this race sitting third for qualifying. So we should be able to see Cole Daly make his way up through the field very easily from his starting position, and maybe even get a win.
Possibly, yeah. You never know. James McLeod starting 4th.
And then it'll be Dylan Potey, the good friend of McLeod and actually teammate to McLeod, starting 5th. And it's Benjamin Miles, Eric Enrage, Matthew Dallio, Blaine Keys, Oreo Pollard, Kyle Matthews, as that is the worst camera angle known to man.
What the hell?
Okay. And then it's Nick Smith, Dylan Young, Zach Chambers, Ian Dutta, Charles Jackson, Seth Cole, Henry Sanford, Brandon Nichols. This camera angle sucks. I'm sorry. This is kind of winging it because we just got back from Thornton. Brandon Nichols, Chris Washer, Eric Powers, and Eric Burton, the two Erics for the same team. And I can't remember what team that is. Eric and Eric, they're on the same team, but...
crap. What was that?
You know the team name until you actually need to call out the team name, and then you're like,
yeah, exactly.
But Eric Burton starts beside Eric Powers, Zach Campbell, and James Qualls, and it's Brendan Berg, Jessica Shelton,
Oh, that
Jake
run stuff kills
Baskinger,
me.
Bob Jones, the points leader, starting quite a ways back here. He is kind of in a pickle because I believe that Jake Baskinger is actually second in points, if I'm not mistaken. I may be
And they're
wrong.
starting in the same row.
Yeah, I may be wrong, but Bob Jones will be starting quite a ways back here. Carson Gum, Mitchell Riggs. Again, we need to watch Mitchell Riggs and Jessica Shelton because these two still have a history together. Sean Galligan, Megan Atkins, who I believe is the rookie standings leader. I may be mistaken on that as well. Trent Dunham, Zach Rogers, Pruitt Littlejohn, Levi McIntyre, not Zoran Tahari. Wow, I'm thinking way back to the old days of the Intellis Cup. But Jonathan Soreen, John Art not last week's winner at Rockingham. Yeah.
Danny Wells.
Danny Wells, Jackie Tang, Luke Martin, and there's last week's winner at Texas. It was lost in the plant after pit stops and a caution kind of screwed the field up, and he emerged out on top, taking the lead away from Galligan, who Galligan has fell quite a ways down in the points because of that. Galligan probably would have been the points leader heading in this race hadn't been for the running order getting shuffled during the caution. But Austin LaPlante comes in as defending race winner from last week, and we'll see if he can go 2 for 2. But starting way back here, I don't think that's very likely. But hey, we've seen crazier over the course of our doings. So we'll get these trucks rolling off for a pace lap, and we'll put them under green for 38 laps of racing around Iowa, ready to rock a Friday night here under the lights. And
still haven't got my water yet.
Yeah, I need fries too, like now.
No, why would you want to eat after running that much?
Because I burned out all my energy. You got to replace what you take out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
This is a very valid statement. I wouldn't recommend it if you're a dietitian. But anyway, Michael, we've seen over the past few races there are a lot of different types of races. Obviously, restricted plate, a mile racetrack, and a mile and a half. Now this is the first short track. What are we going to see at this track in particular?
A lot of tempers and people taking advantage of other cars whenever they get involved in like accidents. But as you see, the pace truck is coming off. It's a very tough pit road to get onto. As we are coming down the straightaway, this track, remember, doesn't really have any walls. Green flag is out. It's just safer barriers, really. So we'll have to see as Jacob Lawler, I think, is going to get the advantage.
This is the slowest track we've gone to so far this season. You can only get to about 150, maybe not even that. So they only can top out 145 on the back straight. But Lawler pulls out to an early advantage, followed by Daly, who moves into second position. So right now he is matching his best run so far this season at second. And right behind is Dylan Potu, who is still trying to get a win or a finish outside the top 15. Right now
there's Eric Enrage. He moves up in fifth position.
Defending champion Eric Enrage in the 42 truck. He's trying to go for 2 championships in a row. Oh, yellow's out.
Oh, yellow is out. I just noticed. Let's say Poteet looking like he was going to try to challenge for second. See what happened.
Oh no, Bob Jones might have been involved.
Oh yeah, look at the crinkle on the hood.
Points leader Bob Jones. Yeah, he's got quite a bit of nose damage. And maybe Eric Burton was also involved. Maybe Jonathan Zorine and James Qualls. Maybe Jessica Shelton. These are a lot of these trucks that didn't start at the back. They're at the back. Oh, they're stacking up. Look out, guys. I know it's a small track. Can't really blame there. It's a small track.
Already coming up pit road, yes.
They are. Wow. Man, Jacob Lawler had to jock that thing down way hard to get in. Oh no! Cole Daly's staying out.
I was wondering why there was such a big gap.
Man.
Cole Daly gonna stretch it. Strategy, I guess. Good. Cole Daly's gonna stay out.
Is he the only one? No, Dylan Young stayed out. Are those the only two that stayed out? No, Zach Campbell stayed out. So Campbell, Young, and Daly stayed out, and I think everyone else pitted. Yes, they did. There's McLeod. This is a very, very tight pit road. And Poteet's going to beat him off.
Oh, just barely, too. Barely. Wow. Fuel only.
Wow. Oh, there was another truck that stayed out, and that's Luke Martin. No, I'm sorry, Luke Martin is the rookie points leader. So.
He started in the very back.
He did. Oh, no. They're saying that Lawler beat him off.
What?
I'm not sure about that.
Beat him off.
They're saying that Lawler beat Poteet off.
Wow, there's something we're going to have to look at.
Now, it all depends on where the scoring line is, because that yellow line right there is where they have to enter pit road. That's the commitment line, but where's the exit line down at the pit road exit? Because they may not have it at that yellow line. They may have it at the very end of the pit stalls. So we'll have to look at what happened there, but let's quickly go back and take a look and see what happened to put us under the caution in the first place, as Cole Dowley leads the way under yellow. Well, it was 3 wide, and at Iowa, that can work, but very seldom doesn't work. And Eric Burton and Chris Washer are going to get the brunt of this impact up into the, not the actual wall, but just a safer barrier that wants to be a wall. And then Chris Washer gets spun, man, right into Bob. Bob
right into Bob Jones. He had nowhere to go, just barely hit him, and then the 17 and 10 kind of synchronized spinning.
Yep, man, I'm telling you what, if this was a play or a ballet, that'd be perfect. Man,
yes, it would.
Look at the middle line squeaking their way through there. Holy cow, that was pretty interesting. But also, Qualls got jacked up too, so Qualls has quite a bit of damage as well.
Shelton the consequences of slowing down after miss a wreck is now she's in the back.
Yeah, but no damage, so that's kind of a lose-win situation, I guess we could say it like that, because she may have lost a lot of positions, but she did not get any damage. So if something else happens and she's able to squeak her way through it, everything will be fine.
Man, now let's look at this pit exit by Poteet and Lawler.
Yeah.
Poteet and Lawler.
They're saying Lawler got it. I don't think I quite believe that. So let's go take a look and see what happened at the exit of pit road. And this is it. This is a super slow-mo, and you can see Mason Powers pulls into his box. Now, the line is where that cone is. You see where the cone is? That's the line, and then the gray line beside it. Here comes Poteet. There goes Lawler, and the advantage of having the first pit stall is that Lawler got his front end out first, the splitter out first. So Lawler does indeed get the position.
Very, very close that was.
Yeah, and this camera angle was perfect to get this thing, because right there, Lawler's clearly got it. But Poteet was going. I mean, if Poteet had gotten a little bit faster, he would have got it. But right there, he's at this point, Lawler's got both his front wheels out of the pit lane, so he does get the position. So that was that, and the pace truck is almost ready to pull off, so we'll go back to green flag. Lights on the pace truck are out. We're 1 lap away from going back to green on lap 7 of 38. Cole Dowley, Dylan Young, Zach Campbell, and Luke Martin stayed out, so they have not pitted yet. Now, a lot of the drivers that went down pit road this last time did not take tires. Most of them took only fuel.
So there's not going to be a single person with an advantage, really.
Not really, because the Dylan Poteet and Jacob Lawler did not take tires. I do know that much, so they will not be at an advantage. They just have more gas in these trucks up front, so they will not have to rely on fuel strategy as much. But Dowley leads, Young third, Campbell in third, and Luke Martin in fifth. Fourth. Lawler in fifth, Dylan Poteet 6th, Eric and Rage 7th, 9th Kyle Matthews, 10th is James. 8th, my goodness, 8th McLeod.
9th is
McLeod. Blaine Keys 10th. I can't math today. Back to green. All right.
See what this run has done to us.
Yep. Cole Dowley leads the way. And in second is Dylan Young. And Young is trying to catch up. But, again, we've seen where the high line, again, has a little bit of a better run.
Yes, but we just have to wait and see if the truck can get any close to him.
Because you see the groove right there, the blacker part of the racing surface where trucks have been laying down rubber these past couple of days.
Here he is looking.
Whoa! Forget everything I just said about the high line.
Moved him.
Whoa! He did. He kind of bumped him out of the way, so it's a bump and run for Young, and he takes the position. Whoa, here comes Daly on the high line, though.
Well, he is not content with that.
No, he did not get the arc in.
That was just uncalled for.
What?
I can't. That just wasn't right.
Oh, some radio
I'm just letting you know, if I get any
communications.
closer to that 3 car, his hide's getting
They
bumped.
do not like that. Well, Daly does not like that. Rather, if you heard the radio communication, Daly did not like that move at all. Doesn't matter because here comes Campbell. Oops, and Campbell is going to get the position without moving Young out of the way. But Cole Daly expressing his opinion on Dylan Young, and it is not a very good one.
Here comes Poteet. Oh, Poteet and Lawler.
Oh yeah,
Poteet's got around Lawler.
3 wide. Whoa, they were 3 wide, and yellow flags out again.
Yep.
These guys have not been able to keep the race very clean. Whoa, there's a pile up, and there's Mitchell Riggs involved, and Chris Washer and Mitchell Riggs are having a little bit of a fight down there with their trucks. There's some heavy damage to the 07. That truck's missing a side.
Yes, look at him. Right there. He's missing the whole quarter panel.
He's missing
his
the
fender,
rear end.
the front fender. Rear end and the
here
front
comes
fender.
Campbell, here comes Young. Poteet, Lawler stay out, but the trucks that did not pit have to pit. Man, that is going to push them back a long way.
Yeah, but on the bright side, if another caution comes out, they can stay out again.
That is true. Yeah, at this point, they are good to go on gas, it would seem. Again, not even close to halfway. This is one of the shorter races in the schedule, too. Let's take a look at Cole Daly because we'll actually know. Wow. Is Luke Martin going to get out first? He is. And because they have to wait. Oh, man. Daly's trying to get out first. But they can't leave yet.
3 wide.
They're 3 wide, and I think that maybe Campbell got it from him.
Wow. That has definitely got to go to the NNSCRA officials for that one.
I think Campbell got out first. Are they saying it was Campbell?
Here comes the 54.
It was Campbell. Campbell pulled up alongside of Daly and Martin, and he got out in front of them when they were clear to go.
Daly was the one that came up side by side. Martin was like, well, if you're going to do that, then I'm going to do it too.
Wow. He's like, okay, we're going to stack up on pit road because we can't exit yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up beside you two because you seem to think it's a good idea, and I'm going to do it. And he got out before these guys did.
I feel bad for the guy who held a sign that said stop.
Man, I didn't think he thought that those trucks are going to stack up like that on him. And they were almost going 4 wide because it looked like that Blaine Keys was going to try and make it 4 wide. But he backed off when he saw how congested it was. But that was a highlight right there.
Well, I think Poteet's going to have to lead.
There's a lot more cars that pitted than we thought there was. Nick Smith, Austin LaPlante, Zach Chambers, Jackie Tang, they all pitted too. So did Trent Dunham, Eric Burden, and Ian Dutta. Ian Dutta's got some damage though.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. The whole back end of his truck is gone.
The
So let's see exactly what happened.
Yep, the leader's Poteet, under caution for the second time at Iowa. Very insightful. But here's what happened. Teammates, Sean Galligan and Ian Dutta get together. Dutta, I don't know if came down or whatnot, but Galligan kind of rushed in there with a full head of steam, and the 2 teammates snapped loose, synchronized spinning yet again up into the wall. They both turn at the same time. If the 2 cars had the same number, you couldn't tell them apart. And then they're just going to slide back down the racetrack. You look at Shelton, look at Campbell, look at all these guys trying to go to the apron to miss this, but Mitchell Riggs not so lucky.
And then Washer goes right behind him, too.
Washer, Little John, yes, slowed up. Pruitt's Little John slowed up, but then got jacked up in the back end by the 77.
So excited that he slid in, and I was all like, okay.
Well, she tried, but didn't really work. I will give Pruitt's I'll give Pruitt's half of the Good Hands award because that was a good attempt, and technically she got rear-ended, so it wasn't really her fault. And there goes Galligan. That's the second week in a row that Galligan's had the right side of his truck torn up, or was that at Rockingham where he had the right side of his truck torn up?
Might have been Rockingham.
It's probably Rockingham. We didn't really see much of
Well, he
Galligan.
did get in a wreck at Texas, right?
No, he didn't. He just got screwed over via pit stops. But the two teammates get together, and those two tempers looked like they were flaring as Dutta kind of came up towards Galligan's like, hey, you
I
kinda
almost see a finger. I almost see the middle finger coming out of Galligan there.
And technically that was Galligan's fault because he rushed in there way too fast. But nonetheless, that's what put us on the caution. Let's go back to the green flag. And this is the scenario as we head back towards the green flag on lap 15. We're on lap 14 now. But Dylan Poteet leads, Jacob Lawler second. Now Lawler got out ahead of Poteet the last pit round, but Poteet got around Lawler, so this could be shaping up to be quite a battle that we're going to see here.
Yeah, but nothing's going to top the pit exit of the last time we just saw it.
No, that was incredible. A 3-wide exit of pit road, and everyone had to stop. It was basically a standing start at pit road, and Zach Campbell got the better end of it. But they are still quite a ways back because a lot of these trucks didn't pit a second time. But Lawler second, Matthews third, McLeod fourth, and Eric Enrage is in fifth, and sixth is Oreo Pollard, seventh Matthew Dalio, eighth Benjamin Miles, ninth Mason Powers. Carson Gum will be 10th. Top 15 is Henry Sanford, Brandon Nichols, Charles Jackson, Seth Cole, and Danny Wells. A lot of big names on the top 15 right now.
There was a lot of bad communication during that commercial break about the whole thing, about the whole pit exit. People not happy about it as we're getting ready. Green flag is back out. We're back on the way here at Iowa.
Mainly the jabber was coming from the teams that got screwed over by that rule that we have in the NNSCRA, where you can advance your position on pit road. Doesn't mean, like, even though you can't exit, you can still advance your position by any means possible. You just can't exit the pit road. So they obviously exploited that rule, and as a result, Lawler got it. Well, as a result, Campbell got the position. 3 wide, Matthews! Oh, Poteet! And there goes Poteet. McLeod spins down the backstretch.
Caution is out immediately.
Wow, but Poteet held on. Holy cow.
It sucks for his teammate, James McLeod, though.
It was only
McLeod
a single
looked to be
car.
the only...
Sorry, didn't mean to call. Oh, spin on the front stretch. Pruitt's Little John involved.
Well, that might have been some tempers.
And Jackie Tang. I don't think that was temper. That might have just been stack up. But James McLeod is the only truck that spun. Sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
I got caught up in emotion. My bad.
I knew he was going to turn on the minute he got into that. The minute they were coming off that turn.
Man. Holy cow. And there are some temper. Poteet's pitting. Poteet has to pit.
He's probably got some tire rub or with that.
We'll be able to see it here. No, well, yeah, there is a little bit of smoke on the left side, left front tire. What? Tire rub for Poteet. Are they gonna? No. Are they? They're not changing tires.
Might have been just kind of like a quick repair damage.
Uh oh. Is Matthews? This could be bad. Cause Matthews. Oh no!
He's gonna try to shove him.
Tempers flaring on pit road. Matthews was mad at Poteet for some reason, and now Austin LaPlante's going to be in the middle of this.
Wait a minute, oh, it's 54.
Martin almost came in and rammed the 92. What is the 92 doing? He's got to get back in line. I think they're telling him to cool off. Daggum, tempers flaring, Matthews and Poteet. Matthews was the one that turned Poteet, but you think that maybe Matthews is thinking that Poteet should have been a little easier
I
through
tried
there.
to give him enough room, but he just wouldn't get off my nose. A little mad about that.
Well, that tells the story right there. We just heard radio communication from Matthews. My goodness. This race is getting good. But the result of that is that now Jacob Lawler's back in the leader, and look who's in second. The defending champion, Eric Enrage.
Eric Enrage.
Now we saw what happened to what's his name, the 30 car of the Cloud, so we don't really need to go back and look at that incident because we saw what happened there.
No, and with these guys not coming to pit road,
Temper's
it's pretty much
flare.
just safe. Yeah, pretty much just safe to say we were pretty good up to the restart.
We were, but we did have an incident happen earlier, but we're just going to go to the patented NNSCRA split cam for that. So you can see what happened on the front stretch on the NNSCRA split cam, and I believe it was just Prudence Littlejohn getting involved with something with Jackie Tang, and see the two spin around, but that's what happened there. As we're about ready to go back to green, so Lawler is going to be the leader. My goodness. What a race!
Yes, very impressive.
Iowa has turned out to be a really great venue for these trucks. This is the first time I think that the NNSCRA has gone to Iowa for the Oreo Truck Series, so this is a very good first impression. But
Yeah.
Jacob Lawler is the leader. Eric Enrage, defending champion, second. Oreo Pollard's worked his way up to third, and that is a Ford on a Toyota body, so that is a very interesting truck in this field. It's a Toyota chassis, but a Ford engine, so very interesting for that truck. Then you have Matthew Dalio, Mason Powers, Carson Gum, Henry Sanford, Benjamin Miles, Brandon Nichols, and Charles Jackson. That is the top 10.
Yeah, you got it all right. Look, oh, Lawler, I just noticed Lawler has some right side damage.
He may have hit the wall at some point.
Green flag is out, and look at the jump he got, too. He was not sleeping on that restart.
Yeah, there is a little dent in the side where the 82 is. Now, this truck is the most underfunded truck in the field. It really doesn't have an actual sponsor, per se. But it has definitely been the most dominant, because he is very high up in the point standings, is Lawler, and he could increase. Oh, the caution is out again.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't, and I want to bet that it had something to do. Yep, it was something to do with Little John. Okay, this time we'll go back and look and see what happened, because we really don't know. But looks like it was. Oh, don't tell me that Poteet was involved.
Oh, he might have been.
He was in the midst of all the slower traffic. Is anyone going to pit? Doesn't look like anyone's going to pit. At least not in the top 5. Alright, so no one in the top 5 is going to pit. Let's go back and really quick and take a look and see what happened and put us on the caution as we are halfway through, actually almost 10 laps to go. Now, Poteet was involved. We did see this, and it looks like he was trying to split the gap between Baskinger, Matthews, and Powers. He was trying to stay as far away from Matthews as possible because Matthews probably had some evil intentions in mind. But Poteet just squeezed Powers up. I mean, you can't do that. I don't care how much you think the guy below you is going to wreck you. You just can't do that.
Comes right down and spins. I thought he was going to collect the 54, but he didn't.
Now, LaPlante did get some damage from Powers, and then LaPlante tries to squeak on by Poteet, gets some more damage there. Donna gets by. So does Tang. Whoa, Tang almost got by, and there goes McLeod, Poteet's teammate. And Prudence Littlejohn was involved in yet another crash. How did she get involved? Oh, she got clipped by the 77. Okay. Yeah, right there. Got clipped by the 77. Sends her around. Qualls had to back up and have to stay from backing into the 33, but that's what put us under caution. Poteet caused. I'm just gonna pin that one on Poteet because he squeezed Eric Powers up the racetrack. There was really no need for that.
Yeah, big time.
I don't care how slow the 77 was. You just gotta back off. I mean, there's no need for that. So that's what put us on the yellow. Let's go back to green. And Michael Norman has had to step away because he had a very important phone call to attend to regarding something that's very important to him. So he had to step out of the booth and is most likely not going to return to the booth, as I'm going to wing it by myself from here on out. Lawler is the leader. Enrage is in second. Pollard in third. Dalio fourth. Fifth is Mason Powers. Pretty much the top 5 hadn't changed because they didn't really have time to change positions during the restart. Carson Gum 6th, 7th, Henry Sanford 8th, Benjamin Miles, and then Brandon Nichols in 9th, and 10th will be Charles Jackson. Seth Cole is in 11th, Zach Rogers 12th, 13th, Danny Wells, 14th, Jessica Shelton, and Levi McIntyre is in 15th. Then we have John Arndt in 16th, 17th, Jonathan Zorine, Nick Smith 18th, 19th, Megan Atkins, and Dylan Young is in 20th. That is the top 20 of the racetrack. Now, big news heading into this race is that Lawler, who started on pole, is now back in the lead. This is actually the second time the cautions come out and he's back in the lead. The green flag is back out. Man, he gets another big jump too. But the big story is that Poteet is going to be called to the NNSCRA hauler, and so is Matthews, who just got learned that Matthews and Poteet are being called to the hauler after this race. Poteet and Matthews for the same reason, kind of getting together on pit road. Also, Poteet's being called for causing that incident with Eric Powers, but that's really not that big of a story because I don't think anything will come of that. But Matthew Daly goes underneath Pollard and will get the position. Oreo Pollard, again, driving the Ford on a Toyota chassis, so it's kind of interesting because there's a Toyota beneath him and they both look the same, but it's different, I swear. Matthew Dalio is now trying to catch Eric and Rage for the second position, and Eric and Rage is trying to go for the lead. I'm trying to get up to the lead, as this next time by will be 10 laps to go. Now, let's go back to the back, because I want to take a look at the 14 of Zach Campbell, because he's the one that pulled off that amazing move earlier that got him the, whoa, Seth Cole slaps the wall. But Zach Campbell did that amazing 3-wide move on pit road that got him the position. And right now it's not really favoring him because he's in 22nd, about ready to get 21st off of Cole, because we're still clean and green. Oh, they're 3 wide ahead. As soon as I say something, Benjamin Miles on the high line slaps the wall. They're going to hold it. Levi McIntyre on the inside, but they hold on to it. And Benjamin Miles is in the wall. But it looks like all is good so far. They did not cause an incident. That is good. Cole Daly was again one of those drivers involved in the pit road excursion, but he really hasn't been able to do much anything after that. So we're gonna go back to the front because I have a weird feeling that the lead is under contention, and it's not. Okay, thought so, but Eric and Rage did lose the position, and now he's gonna go into the clutches of Henry Sanford in a minute. And Sanford's not really had the best of seasons. I think he's mired down like 38th in the point standings or somewhere down there, but he's running 5th right now, and if Henry can get a good finish, that could boost his the points up to the point where he could probably get himself into the top 30, maybe in the top 25, but right now sitting in 5th, not a bad spot for the 24. Let's do a full field rundown, or not a full field rundown, but a top 10 rundown as Jacob Lawler leads the way as we're closing in on 5 to go. But Jacob Lawler leads the way, started on pole. He's back there after position shuffling, so that hasn't really changed much at the front. He's pulling away from now second Carson Gum, who's just gotten the second place position off of the 60 of Matthew Dalio. So Carson Gum started towards midfield, and now he's up in here in the second position. And Austin LaPlante's on pit road. As my camera cut to him, I was trying to go back. He's just now coming off of pit road. And that's another thing I forgot about, is that some of these trucks may not be able to make it on fuel. So we got to look at these guys looking on fuel, but can't really do a full field rundown anymore because we're at 5 laps to go. And these guys are battling for second, but they really need to be trying to catch up to the car in front, which is Jacob Lawler, who's pulled away from the rest of the field. Ooh, Daly and Gum almost some contact. Henry Sanford's trying to close in on Eric and Rage, but it's all Lawler at the front. And Lawler's in the best position right now to get the win. Obviously, because he's the leader, but he's also got, whoa, that's the pace truck. He's also got, I dare say, about 7 to 8 car lengths, the truck lengths over the Eric and Rage. As I think I just saw Henry Sanford pit. This could be bad for the leader. Because if Sanford pits, Jackson pits, a lot of trucks are pitting back there. Can Lawler make it? That is the big question. Let's follow Lawler. Is he indicating pit road with 2 to go? No, he's not. But a lot of trucks did. One of them was Sanford. Bad luck strikes the 24 again. 1 lap to go. Lawler leading the way. And now Enrage is in second. Can Lawler go all the way, coast to coast? He's in the position to do it right now. He's not going to need to pit, and I don't think he will. No, into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Out of 4 for the final time. Down the front stretch, Jacob Lawler, coast to coast. Second man to go coast to coast. Pole to win. Jacob Lawler gets it. In a very controversial race this was. Man, I'll tell you what. There's going to be some penalties handed out after this race, that's for sure. Oh, look out. 77, I know you still need to finish the race. There's John Art rocketing in the pit road. Yellow's out because of shenanigans, but Jacob Lawler is your winner in what could be coined as the most controversial race in NNSCRA history. I really need to talk to Seth about the rule about, or we need to talk to the NNSCRA about that pit road rule, because that's the first time I've seen that ever come into play. My goodness. But Jacob Lawler wins the race. The advantage of having the first pit stall probably put him in the best position to win the race, and then of course Dylan Poteet had some bad luck throughout the race, but that is it. Jacob Lawler wins for the 15th time I've said it so far. Let's go to the official finishing results as Lawler and Rage and Dalio get the top 3, and then Gum and Rogers gets 5th. Take a look and see where you finished throughout the race. Let's go see where the points leader Bob Jones finished the race, as he finishes dead last. We are going to have a new points leader at the end of this race, as he's only going to get 1 point, which will move his points. I know is going to be 108 points, but we are definitely going to have a new points leader at the end of this race. Who it is, I don't know yet, because I still haven't done the points yet. But that is the way it looks right now, as you see where you finished. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to the NCRA to become part of the crew today. I don't know if Seth is still using that catchphrase, but I'm going to use it. And also, stay subscribed to this channel to see Mobile One, Snickers, and Oreo action, because I'm telling you what, the Oreo Truck Series is starting to move up through the ranks as one of the best series to sign up for. But I don't think it's going to surpass the Snickers Cup Series by a long shot. But that is nitpicking because I'm kind of biased. But anyway, we'll see you when we head to, I don't know where the Mobile One and the Snickers Cup Series are going. I know our schedules are now off because of Good Trucks going to different venues, and the Snickers and Mobile One Cup are going to. So I don't know where the Mobile One and the Snickers Cup Series are going to after this. But I do know that we're here in Iowa, and I'm Anthony McCurry, and we'll see you next time on the NNSCRA Sports Channel. Until then, adios.